This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for February 11th, 2026. Billy Gibbons, Elvis Costello, and the Goo Goo Dolls are set to perform at the 10th annual Love Rocks NYC concert. The event being held on Thursday, March 5th at the Beacon Theater in New York City. John Baptiste, Linda Perry, Mary J. Blige, Nile Rodgers, Paul Simon, the Preservation Hall Jazz Band, Susanna Hoffs, Trombone Shorty, Warren Haynes, and more have been announced as special guests. All proceeds from Love Rocks NYC benefit God's Love We Deliver, founded in 1985 at the height of the AIDS pandemic. God's Love We Deliver improves the health and well-being of people affected by life-altering illnesses. The organization provides medically tailored meals and comprehensive nutrition care and education at no cost to those they serve, always delivered with love. Noel Gallagher has revealed that he is currently, quote, in the studio, though it remains to be seen whether he's working on new Oasis music or solo material with the High Flying Birds. Down have announced they're releasing a new song on Friday the 13th with the accompanying music video. The band's fourth full-length studio album is expected to come out at some point this year. And speaking of Pepper Keenan, Corrosion of Conformity is releasing their long-awaited new double album, Good God, Bad Man, on April 3rd. Kurt Cobain died on April 5th, 1994, at the age of 27 from a self-inflicted shotgun wound in his Seattle home. At the time, the King County Medical Examiner ruled it a suicide by a Remington Model 11 20-gauge shotgun. Now, an unofficial private sector team of forensic scientists has put fresh eyes on the autopsy and crime scene materials, bringing in Brian Burnett, a specialist who previously worked on cases involving overdoses followed by gunshot trauma. After 3 days of looking at the evidence with fresh eyes, he said, quote, "This is a homicide. We've got to do something about this." The peer-reviewed paper presented 10 points of evidence suggesting Cobain was confronted by one or more assailants who forced a heroin overdose to incapacitate him before one of them shot him in the head, placed the gun in his arms, and left behind a forged suicide note. Saying, quote, "There are things in the autopsy that go, well, wait, this person didn't die very quickly of a gunshot blast. The necrosis of the brain and the liver happens in an overdose. It doesn't happen in a shotgun death." And Stuart Copeland from The Police has announced summer tour dates. The Have I Said Too Much tour is going to offer an evening of spoken word with the drum legend who promises fans no shortage of tales about his days with the police in Hollywood and other adventures. According to the website, Stuart Copeland, in conversation, is talking about his incredible career from the early days until today. That includes 5 stops in New England, July 7th in Old Saybrook, Connecticut at the Kate, July 9th in Boston, Massachusetts at City Winery, July 10th in Waldoboro, Maine at the Waldo Theater, July 11th in Concord, New Hampshire at the B&H Stage, and July 12th in East Greenwich, Rhode Island at the Greenwich Odeum. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 297, featuring Joachim Broden from Sabaton, is available now.